Hello everyone, welcome to the Chief Engineer. Today we are going to talk about which truck constructor maximized their era of dominance in F1 from 1999 to the present day. Judging criteria will be, first of all, the number of race wins in that era that the team has enjoyed, and the total. We'll compare that with the total number of races that took place in that era. And for using these above two criteria, we will find out the percentage of race wins in that era. Finally, we will check whether the team has won their World Drivers' Championship the year they won their World Constructor Championship during this domination era. This is very important because if a team is leading the Constructors' Championship, it automatically means that the drivers should be leading the Drivers' Championship, either one of them, because the team will be clearly the fastest, so that it implies that it should that one of the drivers have to surely be leading the Drivers' World Championship as well. Note that the teams that have won consecutive world championships, that is 2 or more consecutive world championships, are only taken in account. Next, let's talk about first of all the Ferrari Marlboro from 1999 to 2004. The team principal was Jean Todt. Is a legendary team principal, probably the greatest team principal in F1 history. Next, we have technical director Mr. Ross Brawn, whom, as you know, is very famous for his Brawn GP championship winning car. And we have Aldo Costa, who happened to be the chief designer at that time. So Aldo Costa later on in his career went to Mercedes during the era of domination from 2014 to 2019. Then the chief engineer was James Allison. James Allison worked with Renault during the championship winning era, as well as with Mercedes during their championship winning era. So the Ferrari enjoyed 64 race wins out of a total number of 101 races. So the win percentage is 63.36%. Out of the available 6 World Drivers' Championships, 5 were won by Michael Schumacher and 1 was lost to Mika Hakkinen of McLaren in 1999. Next, we have the Renault F1 team, the team that stopped the era of dominance of Michael Schumacher and Ferrari. The era of domination was in 2005 and 2006, just 2 seasons. Here we have a famous figure in Formula 1, Flavio Briatore, as the team principal. Then we have executive engineer as Pat Simmons, who was also responsible for during the beginning of Mercedes era of dominance. The technical director was Bob Bell. The deputy technical director was James Allison. So, like I told you before, James Allison went on to enjoy even more championship winning success with Mercedes. Now, out of the 37 race wins available, 16 were won by them, which brings the race win percentage to 43.24%. Out of the available 2 World Drivers' Championships, 2 were won by Alonso and they didn't lose any one. Then we have Ferrari once again, this without the Marlboro sponsorship, but as you can see here, the logo, which was rumored to be a design to still show Marlboro sponsorship, but without showing the words Marlboro. This was during the time when Formula 1 decided to cut back on tobacco sponsorships with teams. So let's come to the thing here. The years of domination were from 2007 to 2008, 2 seasons again. The team principal was Jean Todt, and most of the technical team just got transferred here, except probably James Allison. Here Aldo Costa is the head of development, and he has been promoted to the head of design as well. Then out of the 35 races available, 16 were won by them, which brings the race wins percentage to 45.71%. Out of the available 2 World Drivers' Championships, 1 was won by Kimi Raikkonen and 1 was lost to Lewis Hamilton of McLaren. Then we have Infinity Red Bull Racing, or simply Red Bull Racing. This team is the first team since the Michael Schumacher era to get more than 2 consecutive years of dominance. See, okay, as you can see, they won from 2010 to 2013, about 4 years. The team principal was and is still Christian Horner. The chief technical officer was Adrian Newey. He stayed in that position until 2024. Then the chief designer was Rob Marshall. He stayed with the team until the end of 2023. The chief aerodynamicist was Dan Fallows. He stayed with the team until the end of 2022. And out of the available 77 races, they won 41 races, bringing the percentage of racing to be 53.24%. Out of the available 4 World Drivers' Championships, all the 4 were won by Sebastian Vettel. Then we have Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team. These were the people who broke records in terms of years of dominance, consecutive years of dominance, which they had 8 years. They won 8 Constructors' Championships in a row from 2014 to 2021. The team principal was and is Toto Wolff. The technical director James Elson, like I told you, and the head of design Aldo Costa, just have told before, and the chief designer was John Owen. Out of the available 160 races, 111 races were won by them, which brings the percentage of race wins to be 69.37%, breaking the previous record held by Ferrari during their Michael Schumacher era of dominance from 1999 to 2004. Out of the available 8 World Drivers' Championships, Mercedes managed to win 7 of them, with a split of 6 to Lewis Hamilton and 1 to Nico Rosberg. They lost 1 World Championship to Max Verstappen from Red Bull in 2021. Then we once again have Oracle Red Bull Racing, or simply Red Bull Racing. They had a 2-year spell of dominance from 2022 to 2023. The team principal is still Christian Horner. The chief technical officer was Adrian Newey. The technical director was Pierre Wash. The chief aerodynamicist was Dan Fallows. So out of the available 44 races during this era, 38 were won by Red Bull Racing, which brings the win percentage to be 86.36%, which is the highest, breaking the previous record held by Mercedes. It's remarkable to know that in 2023 season, Red Bull managed to win 21 out of the total 22 races that took place, which is around 95% of race wins in a single season, breaking the record previously held by the McLarens during the Senna-Prost era, where they won 15 out of 16 races. Out of available 2 World Championships in the drivers, Max Verstappen won both for the team. Now we'll come to a conclusion. So I have placed Red Bull Racing's 2022 to 2023 season of dominance at the top. Then I have placed once again Red Bull Racing's 2010 to 2013 4-year dominance in second place, because even though they have less percentage of wins compared to, let's say, to Mercedes or Ferrari's first year spells of dominance, they didn't lose. They managed to capitalize on all the Drivers' World Championships when compared to both of them, who lost 1 each. And I put Renault next for the same reason, even though they have the lowest percentage of wins. Mercedes in 2014-2021 have won the second highest win percentage, but they still lost a single championship in the drivers. So did Ferrari from 1999 to 2004. They have the third highest win percentage, but they lost 1 drivers' championship to Mika Häkkinen. Then Ferrari from 2007 to 2008 have the second worst rate of wins in champion when it comes to the entire setup, and still since they lost 1 championship, I put them in the end. So what I would like to conclude is that a same group of technical individuals have managed to make championship winning cars with different teams. For example, we can talk about James Allison, he was with Ferrari in the first spell of dominance, then with Renault in this spell of dominance, then in the Mercedes in the spell of dominance. And so did Aldo Costa, who was Ferrari for the two spells of dominance that they had, and with Mercedes. So, and when you talk about Adrian Newey, I have discussed only the world championships, the world constructor championships from 1999, where they had dominance. But Adrian Newey had won many championships in the 90s. So, if you want a video about that, please do subscribe and like to the channel, like this channel. So, a same group of technical individuals have managed to dominate the constructors arena. And there's another important thing to note that Adrian Newey is considered to be the greatest designer in F1. He has the most number of drivers championships. That is, his cars have won the most number of drivers championships. While Aldo Costa is also considered to be one of the greats, but he has won the most number of constructor championships with his cars. So I think that's it for this video. Please do like and subscribe, like I said, to the chief engineer. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.